take a walk with me, not like you used to do. Do something different and put yourself in other people's shoes. Open up your mind and open up your eyes and change your direction, change your perspective.
Welcome into Other People's Shoes. As you know, I am your host, Neil Matthews. Thank you so much for joining me today. Super excited that you've decided to hit play today. You know, you could be outside playing like we used to do as kids. You could even be playing Hand and Foot. An amazing card game if you haven't gotten on board with that yet. You need to. So speaking of playing cards, I'm a big Amazon shopper. I'm sure most of you out there are big Amazon people, giving Jeff Bezos our hard-earned money. Came across this game a while back called Served, I think is the name of it, Served. The way it works, just a little background on this, is you play it with a significant other. So my wife and I are playing this game. The way it works is you kind of play a card on someone, they can play a card on back on you, and it's weird stuff. I mean, I haven't gone through my whole deck yet of all the weird stuff that it is. Some of it's funny, some of it's just bizarre. One of the cards in particular that kind of grabbed my attention, and rightfully so, is it said, "You have to join me in a hobby." And now listen, the other side of that card game, there's always another side of the coin, is you can actually play a card that says, "Not today, Satan." And you can actually void that card that was just played on you. But you only have one card. You got to figure out what you're going to use it on and make sure that what you're using it on is good and not be nervous about what could be played on you in the future. I say all that to set the stage for, I thought this day would never actually happen. And thanks to this card game, I should really write the owners and the creators of this game and thank them, because lo and behold, my guest today is somebody that I've known for a really long time, and she finally has said yes. So without further ado, let me introduce to you, listening audience, my beloved wife, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, how are you today?
I'm good.
It seems weird saying your name like that in that context.
Yeah.
Because I usually talk about you on the show quite often. Now, you do listen regularly. Have you missed any? Are you up to date?
Up to date.
As of this moment, you're still up to date.
Yep.
Are you listening to this one, you think?
No.
You won't.
I will not.
You will not listen to this one once it's out and in public.
No.
Will you tell people about it?
No.
Will you put it on your Facebook page?
No. That would be telling someone about it.
That's true. It would be telling somebody about it. So you're not going to tell anyone?
No.
Can I tell people about it?
I assumed you were going to.
Okay. Well, I have. I've been talking about it all month long. So now here we are. So let's get into this. My favorite question, of course, to ask, what style of shoe do you like to wear?
Something comfortable. I think my current favorites are my Hey Dudes.
You really like those.
They're really comfortable.
Should I get a pair?
No.
No, because I won't like them.
They're not you.
What do you mean by that? They're not me.
You're a tennis shoe person. That's all you have.
That is all I have.
They're not really tennis shoes. They're just casual shoes.
Are they like slippers?
No. They're, I guess, technically a tennis shoe, but they're not. You can't like run in them or play basketball in them. They're just kind of a casual slip-on shoe.
But I shouldn't get them.
No, you wouldn't wear them.
I wouldn't wear them. It'd be a waste of my fun money. So you are in charge now. So I'm officially turning this show over to you for the final season finale episode of this season.
Okay, because I don't like talking about myself.
I know you don't.
I would rather this be more of a conversational thing that we, go over something that
all right, you're in charge.
We both have done.
All right, here we go. You're in charge. So without further ado, my wife, Elizabeth, here you are. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I was thinking that we would go through, how much I love all those like personality quizzes and stuff and figuring out your
Teen Bop.
No,
17 magazine.
Not quite, but like the love languages. Okay.
Oh, the love languages.
We know each other's love languages. Yours are words of affirmation.
I'm not sure about that anymore.
You don't think that's one of your love languages?
It's probably not. I mean, it's just, I'm messing with you now. It still is.
It is. Yeah. You love to hear me say anything nice to you.
Do you want to say anything nice now?
I love you.
Okay, there you go.
That's not a word of affirmation.
All right,
but
thank
anyway.
you. Yeah.
And then mine are...
Let's see, I know this. Yours are acts of service.
Yep.
No particular order, but I feel like that is number one.
That is the order.
Yeah. Acts of service and then physical touch or quality time. They kind of flip-floppy.
No, it's physical touch.
Oh, it is physical touch. All this time I thought it was quality time.
No.
Half point?
Nope.
Not even.
No, you get 1 point for the
1 point.
Correct. At least you got my first primary one. So
I did.
I make you have to do stuff for me. You make me have to say nice things to you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so those kind of things are always fun. In the past, there's been, so when we were both working for Lithia, we took the management by strengths.
You're not allowed to say that.
I'm not allowed to say
Lithia.
Oh, you can delete.
I now have to Well, now I have
bleep
to
that
pay him
out.
for saying that.
No, you don't.
Just kidding. Go on.
You can bleep it out later. So when we did the management by strengths thing, which is like if you're green is what you were? Is that
Green.
the one?
Green was
was the one
Yep.
that's like the person who likes
The
to
outgoing. Mhm.
outgoing, the talker. And then blue is like the person who kind of blends in and stuff. And then red is the
leader.
the dominant one, the very direct one. And then the yellow is the informational person.
Yeah.
So do you remember what mine is?
Yours was blue.
Blue.
Because
With
you
a high red.
yeah, you and Garrett were both blues. He told me that once.
And I'm a high red and he's not.
He was not a high red. If I
He's
remember.
more of a yellow, I
Yes,
think,
he
would be
was.
his secondary.
Yep,
So
it was.
he's going to love that we talked about him
He does.
on the show.
He loves it. I was all the way green.
You were all the way green.
I don't know if that shocks you.
No, it doesn't shock me
Okay.
at all. Anyways, those kind of things are kind of fun. So I was looking up quizzes for couples. And so there's this one that's how well.
This feels dangerous, by the way.
Oh, it might be. We might be going through some counseling with your listeners here. This one is how well do you know your partner?
I love
quiz.
it already.
So we're going to take that quiz. So the first question is your knowledge about your partner. Number 1, I can name my partner's best friends.
Yes. Did I get that right already?
Who are they?
All right. So I'm naming your best friends.
Yeah.
Okay. In order or just
I mean, not
Okay.
an order, but
all right.
I don't think there's an order.
Best friends.
Best friends.
Best friends. I'm gonna go Shannon for 1. I would put Twyla, Anna, maybe 1 or 2, 2A, 2B, maybe. I don't know.
They're very good friends.
Maybe even 3. I'm gonna bump them down. Can I group them together? Is that legal? So that Twyla and Anna are 3 like 1A, 1B. They can fight over that. Krista 2.
I don't want to put them in any order.
Oh,
They're all.
I thought you were being very orderly about
I
this.
don't want to be.
Oh.
I don't want any of them to hear this and feel bad.
Well, everyone's going to hear this, and they're already feeling bad. I'm feeling bad for them.
Great.
So-
I also think I can name your best friends.
Okay, that's all I had. I had those 4. Did I do okay? Did I get that?
Yeah, you did good. I know what stresses my partner is currently facing.
Stresses my partner is currently facing. Now, are you answering the best friend thing, or are we moving on?
I said I could name your best friends.
Okay. Do you want to try?
Nick is one of your best friends, you would say.
Yep.
I think you would say Gary is one of your best friends.
Yes, I would.
As far as like, I don't know who
You
else.
forgot about Dave.
Oh, David. Yeah.
Yeah.
David is one of your best friends. Yeah. I don't really know. You hang out with them all when I'm not around. So
I think you did good with Nick, because that covers a lot of Nicks. By the way, I got called Nick again today at work. Just saying. Yeah,
Okay.
it happens more
that's
often than
an
I want
inside
to admit.
joke. That
Yeah, I know. Nobody
nobody
knows.
understands but you. But
Well, I get called Nick a lot. It's really no inside joke. There it is.
okay.
Nick and Neil, very confusing.
So number 2, I know what stresses my partner is currently facing.
80-1. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm ranking.
Yeah,
I'm
you
ranking.
You don't have to rank.
Okay. I'm
Just-
trying not to rank.
Just do you know? You don't have to be specific.
Okay, yeah.
Tell everybody all my stresses.
I'm
But
going to tell them. That's more fun. So
Okay.
80-1. I did it again. I'm going to stop that. 80 me, work. That's it.
yeah, you're a stress for sure.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm high maintenance, some have said.
So what stresses you are currently facing? I would say yes, I
Yes.
do know your stresses. You love to share all about yourself all the time.
It's
So
true. Yeah.
I don't ever have to wonder what you're going through.
Yeah.
You make it pretty easy. I will spare your listeners from hearing about your stresses though.
Maybe they want to know. It's fine. Let's do it.
Okay, so work is a
Oh, yeah.
big stressor.
Yeah. It is.
And then I would say, your counseling and
Yep.
everything that you're dealing with going
Yeah.
through counseling.
Yeah, we've talked about that on the show, so it's okay.
Okay. Did I miss anything?
Well, I mean, you're not really a stressor.
You better not say I'm a stressor. I am delightful.
And gosh darn it, I'm pretty too.
Okay. Number 3, I can tell you some of my partner's life dreams.
Wow. I mean, the only one that came to mind right out of the gate was you really want Adia to be, an amazing human and a quality human. I would say that's a big dream of yours and mine. We share in that. You dream of owning a puppy.
No, I do not.
On the list either.
I do not.
No. Okay, another inside joke. We want a puppy. So if you'd like to write the show and tell Elizabeth why we need a puppy, please do so. You can do that at
Only
OPS
if they
Podcast
hear
Show.
why we shouldn't get one, too.
No. I'm trying to start a puppy campaign here. So
Okay, well, I'm the only responsible person in this house,
true.
so I get to pick.
And the landlord. So back to your question. So I think that would be your biggest. I can't think of anything else that comes to mind, like as far as dreams
The
go.
house, like building
Oh, well, yeah.
the
I
house,
mean,
that's a big dream.
is it? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so we are trying to build a house in the next 2 years.
Okay, so for you, I would say yes, I do know. I know writing a book is a dream that you have that you would like to do.
Yeah, that could happen in the next year too.
And seeing North Carolina play in
November can't
Chapel
happen
Hill.
fast enough. Yeah, it's true.
and playing against Duke, which that can happen.
That can happen in
Might happen
November.
this year too.
Yep, it's going to happen this year too. A lot of happens could happen this year.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to come up with some new dreams.
Yep. All right, number 4. I can tell you about my partner's basic philosophy of life.
Basic philosophy of life. I mean, love God, love people. Is that not yours?
Yeah, that's definitely the church answer.
Is it the Elizabeth answer, though? I don't know. Oh, man. I don't know this one. Help me. Can you help me?
I'm going to say no to that one then.
Yep.
You're going to have to find out later about that.
Okay. I'm going to have to find out later about that.
I
Can
would
get a
say
hint?
yes. I know yours.
Okay. What is mine?
And yours is empathy,
Yes, it
walking
is.
other people's shoes.
Yeah, it is. That is me to a T.
Much like your podcast. All right. Number 5. I know the names of some of the people who have been irritating my partner lately. This is where we don't name names.
Well, we can make up names. It's fun. I like to do that sometimes. Make up names for people.
Well,
it's fun.
I mean, you can name one of them.
Okay.
How about?
All right. I'm going to name one of them Hummingbird.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying yourself. You can name yourself.
Oh, I can name myself. I annoy you?
Have been irritating me
irritating
lately
you lately.
because you want a stupid dog and you won't let it go.
Okay, we need to just settle this once and for all. I need people to really respond to this. But hey, this is the moment, folks. This is your time. This is where you rise up and say, DM me and say, dog. That's all you do. DOG. If I get, tell me this. If I get 2,000 dog messages, well, can we get a dog?
I am not agreeing to that because you'll find a way. You'll
I
campaign
won't.
for
I'm
it.
literally not going to do anything except this moment. This is it. I'm not going to post anything about it. It's just going to be exclusive to this. 2,000 messages
No, because I will end up having to take care of the dog. I'm not a dog person.
at OPS Podcast Show.
But people should
On
still do it just
Facebook,
to support
Facebook,
you.
Instagram,
You know,
and
this is
Twitter.
the one space where you might have some people that are more Team Neil than Team Elizabeth.
There's
so,
no one ever going to be Team Neil but
well,
Dave.
maybe.
Back to this. Things that annoy you. Me and the dog.
I know names of some of the people who
Okay.
have been irritating my partner lately.
I would say I do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What about me?
Like I said, you're a sharer, so you pretty much share
Yeah.
when people are irritating
People
you. So
probably know it already.
I would say yes.
Not only us, but the people.
People who are listening.
Yeah.
People.
The people.
Okay. Number 6, I can list the relatives my partner likes the least.
Yes.
And we're not naming names once again. I also am saying yes. We've been married for way too long for this, I think, but
21 years,
we'll go with
in
it.
case you're wondering.
Number 7, I feel that my partner knows me pretty well. Yes.
Yes. Come on.
Yes. All right, your romantic relationship. When we are apart, I often think fondly of my partner. Yes or no?
100%.
Yes. I always think fondly of you when we're apart.
Fondly. How?
Not because we're apart, but
Oh,
when we're apart.
because that's what I thought. Is like you were excited that we were apart.
No.
Okay.
I often touch or kiss my partner affectionately.
Yes.
Yes.
Physical touch, remember? Come on.
Yeah. There is a fire and passion in this relationship.
I mean, the fire department almost had to show up one night, right?
I'll take that as yes. Romance is definitely still part of our relationship.
Yes.
Yes, I would agree. I think you are romantic. So
I'm like a freaking Hallmark movie.
next,
Okay.
your friendship. My partner is one of my best friends. Yes, even though I didn't name that.
Oh, I didn't either. I just realized.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a given though, right?
Yeah. We just love talking to each other.
Well, I love talking to you. I don't know if you really always love talking to me unless I've done something silly.
No, I don't love talking when it's something you've done silly. I love talking when it's just
I'm
talking.
saying silly being stupid. That's what
I gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I figured you did.
Yeah. Yes, I do love talking to you when I can get a word in edgewise. But shh.
I don't have that.
I did it. I did the noise, so you don't
yeah.
have to.
Yeah, that's the one I don't have.
Okay. Number 3, there is lots of give and take. Both people have influence in our discussions.
I don't like the phrasing people have influence in our discussions.
You were just telling me the other day that I have more sway and more say than you do because of how much I do.
Maybe I misunderstood it. Hit me one more time.
There is lots of give and take. Both people have influence.
Oh, both people have influence.
In our
I
discussions.
see. Okay, I misunderstood that completely. I thought they were saying like somebody from an outside source was providing that. No, I think that's absolutely yes for us too.
I would say yes too, but then the other day you were like telling me basically it's my decision.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
the
come
only
on.
one that has the decision.
We both know who's in charge. I just get to share my opinion, but we know who has the final vote. No?
I roll.
I roll. Okay.
Okay. Number 4, my partner listens respectfully even when we disagree.
That might be a no.
You don't think I listen respectfully?
I don't think I listen respectfully.
Oh. Well, you're not answering for...
Oh, yes, you are a greater listener than I am.
Okay, I'm going to put a no on that just because you said no for yourself. So, my partner is usually a great help as a problem solver.
Sometimes. Is that an answer?
It's yes or no.
I would say majority of the time I do try to problem solve. I would say yes.
Am I a help to
Oh,
you?
100% yes. Sorry, I keep thinking I'm answering it for me.
Okay, at the end of the day, my partner is glad to see me.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am glad to see you at the end of the day. All right, last section, your values. We generally mesh well on basic values and goals in life.
Yes.
I say yes as well. My partner appreciates the things I do in this relationship.
Yes.
I say no on that one.
You say no?
I don't think you appreciate me all the time.
What?
I don't think you really appreciate everything that I do.
I think you're insane to think that.
Well, you need to tell me more then, because that's my perception. My partner generally likes my personality.
Yes.
I like your personality. My partner really respects me.
Yes.
You think I respect you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure. I also think you respect. So we are done.
And where's this quiz from?
Gottman.com.
Gottman.
Gottman.com.
Gottman.com. Okay. Well, in case people want to take it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So results are loading.
Oh, results are loading. What is it going to be?
Yeah.
How bad did we do?
We'll find out in just a second here. Apparently, I had to send it to my email. We got 19 of 22. Your knowledge about your partners is 6 out of 7. Your romantic relationship is a 5 out of 5. Your friendship is a 5 out of 6. Your values are 3 out of 4. So we got 15 or more. We killed it. Your love map for your partner is strong. You have a fairly detailed map of your partner's everyday life, hopes, fears, and dreams. Try not to take this knowledge and understanding of each other for granted. Continue to set aside time to regularly update your love maps for each other. Ask open-ended questions, tell stories, and let your partner in on not just memories of your past, but also the details of your present and your hopes for the future. So we nailed it.
Why did you think that quiz was necessary?
Why did I think it was necessary?
Yeah.
That's a weird question. I didn't. I just thought it would be fun to do a quiz. There's
Okay.
another one.
There's
That's
another
not the
one?
only one.
Oh my gosh, there's more.
There's more.
Stay tuned.
I found like 24 of them. There's another really fast one.
Okay.
It's called the Quickie. It's a 4-question quiz to determine your personality type. Then check your partner.
Okay.
Compatibility.
Here we go.
So
How can they determine that in 4 questions, I wonder?
well, I think you answer 4 questions and then I answer. We answer for each of us.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Question-
I'm answering for you. You're answering for me.
No, you're answering for yourself.
I'm answering for myself.
You can answer the question instead of your partner if you believe you know the answer. Your layover flight is delayed by 8 hours. Your reaction. While on...
Where am I laid over?
Huh?
Where am I at the layover?
That it doesn't say. It's delayed by 8 hours. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
While on an intellectual level, you realize this must be a significant inconvenience, you still feel excited about this unexpected turn of events. You have 8 hours to explore new places. One thing is for sure, you're not going to spend 8 hours at the airport. Or delay, oh no, your kids will be crying. Your mom will be worried. Oh well, before you know it, you'll find yourself socializing with an elderly couple. Or you are really annoyed, you'll be late to work, you have commitments, you have things to do. To take advantage of this extra time, you work on your laptop or head to a book bookstore to find something good to read. Something practical related to your career will be the best. Or lastly, you spend the entire time in a chair. Good thing you are never bored.
Boy, howdy. So I remember one time we were actually not 8 hours, but we were delayed quite a bit in Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 6. Was it? It felt like 6.
I think so. It was a long one.
It was a long one. And I remember thinking I wanted to go tour the, what do they call it? Temple Square, I think is what it was, right? You remember that?
I remember it was something about, yeah.
And you didn't want to do it.
Okay, so you would say that you're excited about exploring the new.
Yes. I wanted to leave. Yeah.
Okay. I would probably be, if I'm being honest, I'd be annoyed, and I'd find a way to make it productive. Just because 8 hours is not that long. I mean, it's a long time to have to wait, but it's not that long when you figure you have to go through airport security again and all the things, and by the time you go and find some place to be, you're gonna have to turn around and come back. And
yeah, but I remember the Utah thing, they were going to bring you back.
But it still seemed like it was, I mean, you'd have to go through
Right.
security again.
And that was before we had pre-check, if I remember right.
I don't know. 8 hours is such a weird amount. Like if it was 12, I'd be like, for sure, we'd go do something. 8 hours is like,
Or overnight.
yeah. I mean, I've done that.
Yeah.
Stayed
I
overnight
remember that.
in a new place and left and came back. But it was, a 14-hour layover. So that's different.
That's the problem with flying is I'm always afraid we're going to be late or delayed. It's annoying.
What's your learning style? Memorize quickly and forget quickly. You are interested in many different subjects, but never get deeply involved with any given topic. You grasp things fast and can see connections between seemingly unrelated subjects. You like to classify and generalize information and can read between the lines. You know that mastering any subject or skill requires patience and dedication. While you have many interests, you prefer to attack them one by one. Your focus is narrow and deep. You are a slow learner, but once you learn or memorize something, you never forget it.
The last one.
The last one?
I think so for me.
You're a
Yeah.
slow learner?
Yeah, I think so.
So I would say that I grasp things fast and can see connections between seemingly
sure.
unrelated subjects.
Yeah, that's definitely you. When I first read that, I thought that's you.
Someone has hurt you. Your reaction. Simply shake it off. Perhaps give yourself a break and do something fun. Struggle. Look for support from a friend or a family member to complain and cry on their shoulder. Argue. Destroy the abuser. He should know who he is dealing with. Or you need to think it over. You won't be making any fast decisions about your relationship.
Second one, cry on someone's shoulder. Was that one?
Yeah.
If you put your head on my shoulder. You're the last one.
I need to think it over. Yeah, you're right. What is in your desk drawer at work? Question
Okay,
number 4.
work.
Nope, you don't just get to say.
All right. Maybe
there's
that's what it
options.
was. Is I was clarifying. Are we talking work desk or home desk?
No,
So that's probably what I was doing.
Yet, yeah.
All right.
What's in your desk drawer at work? Mess. I'm afraid to open it. My desk drawer is neat and clean. There are work-related materials and some personal things, such as family photos or things that remind me about people I love. I like to take a break and look at them while I work. Just work-related stuff. I don't waste time rearranging things in my drawer. As long as I can find what I need, that's good enough. My desk is super organized. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is out of place in there.
That's all I got?
Those are the 4 answers. So what is it?
Well, you've seen it.
I haven't looked in your drawer.
Oh, drawers. Oh, again, I forgot the drawer part. There is a lot of mess, I would say.
Okay.
Because it is a pinnapalooza in my desk drawer.
So
It's what?
that's kind of your life. Like that's how you operate. Mess.
It's rude.
It's true. It's not rude. It's true.
I think
So
that's,
try rephrasing it instead of saying rude. Say true.
I think that's true that it's rude that you were saying that.
Are you not messy?
I am cluttery. I'm not messy. There's a difference.
No, messy and dirty. Cluttery is messy. You're not dirty. You're messy.
I'm
Mostly.
not. Am I Pigpen?
That's
Somebody
dirty.
once said that,
That's dirty.
which hurt me. So I'm like, I'm not dirty. It's just organized chaos.
Mine
What was your answer? Yeah, sorry, made it all about me.
is, I would love to say that it's super organized, but I won't say that it is. I'll say just work related stuff. As long as I can find what I need, it's good enough. I like to reorganize stuff. Drawers never seem to stay organized. So, okay. Question number 5. You have some money to spend. What do you choose to do? Spend it on fun activities or luxury items? Buy gifts for people you love? Invest it in your business or education, or save it? Spend it on fun activities. activities.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Both of us. Yeah, for sure.
How often do you change your mind? I'm very spontaneous and I change my mind very often. I'm very emotional and this causes me to change my mind often. I don't change my mind easily, but can make fast decisions when I have to. I don't change my mind easily. I need time to think things over before making a decision.
I'm pretty spontaneous when it comes to changing my mind.
So the first one, I'm very spontaneous.
Yeah. You don't agree?
I think you're very emotional. And that causes
I
you
forgot
to
about that
change
one.
your
I thought that was the same one. Sorry.
No.
So that was number 2.
Emotional?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the emotional one, whatever that one was.
And then I think mine is I don't change my mind easily, but can make fast decisions when I have to.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, about fear. You are bold, even reckless at times. You tend to worry a lot. You got nerves of steel, but you don't take foolish risks. You are very cautious, but not too fearful.
I feel like I'm one.
Bold and reckless?
Yeah,
I think I'm very cautious, but not too fearful.
that feels right.
That's it. All right. So you are a type 1, which is a sanguine. Sanguine?
Sanguine, like a penguin.
Yeah, sure. And I am a type 3, which is choleric. I think that I've heard these terms before. So we are a type 1.
Sanguine I've heard before too.
Yeah, type 1 and a type 3. So let's see how type 1 and type 3 work out for each other. All right, these two types are almost opposites of each other and rarely end up together. However, this doesn't mean they don't have potential for a healthy and lasting relationship. Both types are highly independent and self-sufficient and will give each other plenty of personal space. Type 3 enjoys the spontaneity of type 1, and type 1 is impressed by the analytical mind of type 3. On the negative side of things, type 3 may sometimes see type 1 as foolish and lazy, while type 1 may decide that type 3 is just a bore. Do you think I'm just a bore?
No.
No. That's how compatible we are. What do you think of that one?
What do I think about it? Being a sanguine?
What do you think about that? What it had to say?
I mean, obviously they're just generic quizzes. I mean, they're fun. They're exciting.
So this says it's a fun one to take like on a date night or something. So which type of couple are you?
Which type of couple are we?
All right. So as humans, we have tons of relationships in our lives, from our relationships with our parents and siblings to the relationships with our friends, all the way to the relationship with our significant other. If you've been in a relationship for a long time or just got in one, there's always going to be so much to learn about your significant other. How did you two meet? How did we meet? Well, we met in high school.
Yes, we did.
Through mutual friends, at a bar, or Tinder.
We should put Tinder.
Way before Tinder. Let's answer it right the first
Oh,
time.
all right. I thought it'd be fun to answer the opposite answers of everything just to see what it would say about us.
Where was your first date? Okay, these options are kind of crazy. Rooftop restaurant downtown. That's so specific. Top Golf. What is that?
Are you kidding me?
What's Top Golf?
You should go.
What is it?
So we're getting one, something like it here in White City, Eagle Point area. Top Golf is this like driving range, and you hit the ball into these different, almost like skee ball. You remember skee ball? But you hit the ball in these little areas and they give you points. It's fun. It's like a driving range.
That does sound fun.
Yeah, it's like a driving range.
We need to do that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
At the movies or whitewater rafting. Well, our first date was none of those things.
I was going to say, do they have Geiger's Farm on there?
It's a church event.
Did that make the cut? Geiger's
No.
Farm.
But, I mean, we've only done one of these things. I don't think we've ever had dinner at a rooftop restaurant downtown.
No, there was that one place in Ashland we went to.
Was it rooftop? I never had dinner on a rooftop.
I don't think so. I mean, we had a picnic on a rooftop once.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a 5-star restaurant, but let me tell you, I put a lot of work
It
into
doesn't
that.
say 5-star. It says
All right.
rooftop restaurant downtown. It was close to downtown.
Sure.
I think I just would say at the movies because we've gone to the movies a lot.
Yeah, it's fine. Movies is great.
Okay. Which song would probably be played at your wedding? Well, let's see if any of these were played at our wedding.
Let's see. We had a lot.
Okay. 1+1 by Beyonce.
Nope.
I don't even know what that is.
I can't play anything either. Copyright reasons, we can't.
Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran.
Nope.
All of Me by John Legend.
All of me.
Or
loves
Marry
all-
Me by Bruno Mars.
None of those.
Okay, they're all newer songs, right?
That's right. Yes.
So we've been married too long. We're old. But which one would be? Like, what do you think? Which one would? I think like the last three probably all would. I don't know. I've never heard of the 1+1.
I haven't either.
I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
I'm probably not. So yeah, I mean, I really of those, I like Ed Sheeran's.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I would say Ed Sheeran.
I like.
Yeah,
that
Thinking
song.
Out Loud. That's probably what I would say.
Okay.
If we got married right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Which reminds me, should I play that at the next wedding I DJ? Okay.
You should.
Add that to the list.
Okay. And when you play it, then you can take a break and dance with your wife.
And I'll be like, listen, dance.
People can't see what you're doing.
I know, but it was amazing.
Just sounded weird, probably.
Probably. But I was dancing to the beat. Anyway, go on.
Okay. What celebrity couple are you most like?
Easy. Come on now.
There's choices. You don't just get to
great.
pick random.
I thought you could like write in your own answer.
No, Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Of course we are. Hello. Both moguls. We're moguls.
Meghan and Harry.
Who?
You know who Meghan and Harry are?
The
Prince of...
the royal people?
Yeah.
No.
Whatever he is. Yeah.
I mean, you are the passenger princess.
Kim and Kanye.
Tells you how old it is. They're not even together anymore.
Or Portia and Ellen. Really? I don't.
All right, well, let's break this down. Beyonce, you are bootylicious, girl. Let me just say.
And you're a rapper? I don't know
I am. I'm
anything
a mogul.
about Jay-Z.
Yeah. I think he owns the Nets too. He's a basketball owner.
I feel like Meghan and Harry have had some like bad press lately, isn't there?
Sure.
Aren't they? Isn't there something going on where they were being really dramatic about?
He wrote a
whole...
book. There was something about a book. There was something about the
poor
queen.
me, I'm a rich prince. Like
something. Sure.
yeah. So
who do you feel like there?
I guess Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, to the left. Put your
whatever. We'll
stuff
just move
you
on
own.
because I'm gonna say that.
Box to the left.
All right. Where do you spend most of your time together? In the kitchen, our room, the couch, or the basement? Well, we don't have a basement.
We're not
so.
serial killers also. So not in the basement. Probably couch or bedroom. I'm 50-50 on that.
I would say our room.
I do sleep a lot.
But it's not really spending time together sleeping.
Right. That's, of course, not. No.
What's your favorite show to binge together? Once again, there's only 4 options, and I don't know that you've watched any of these.
All right. Give it to me. What do you got?
Power? I've never even heard that.
That's a new show. It just came out. So I think if I remember, I mean, I could Google it, but I think if I remember right, it's these kids that get these powers, like electricity powers. And then,
oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I saw something like that.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy. You've never watched one.
Like maybe through episodes 3 tops.
Stranger Things.
Nope.
You never watched
Never
that.
got into that, no.
Or Game of Thrones. Which
No, we
you never watched
tried.
that either.
We tried. Remember, we tried one episode and we're like, we're out.
Nope.
No.
I don't know. Let's go for Power.
Sure. I like Power. Sounds
It's a
fun.
new show, maybe. Okay, where do you two like to go for vacation? Jamaica, Paris, California, or Thailand? Well, I would take any of those vacations.
Yeah, right. California, we've done though. I mean, we lived there and
Yeah.
when we were kids, not as adults.
So where do you like to go? So it implies that it's going to be like
yeah.
something you want to redo.
I mean, all of them sound amazing.
I'm thinking like we really liked Hawaii.
Yeah.
So what's the closest thing to Hawaii? Probably Jamaica.
You're cute.
Not close in, I'm not saying in like
Oh, geographically?
geographically.
I thought
I'm
you were
saying
just showing your
close in, as
geographical.
in like it's tropical. It's
Gotcha. I thought you were showing your geographical paralysis.
I don't know. Maybe Jamaica could be closer than California or Thailand to
I
Hawaii.
don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
But
California
you don't know
would probably
for
be
sure?
closer than Hawaii.
But you don't know for sure, do you?
I do. I mean, I could prove myself right here if you want. I'm going to say Jamaica too.
Okay, you could ask Alexa. So Jamaica it is. Are you looking up the answer? Because Jamaica's kind of over there, like by Florida somewhere, right? And Hawaii's like the other way. And Hawaii's only like 6-hour flight from California.
What's crazy is somebody has Googled that. That's what's crazy. All right. So no, Jamaica is not closer to Hawaii. Jamaica is south of Florida, right at the Atlantic, while Hawaii can be found on the west of California in the middle of the Pacific.
Okay, there you go.
So there you go. Fun fact.
All right. How do you handle conflict? We immediately talk through it. We very rarely fight. We give each other space and then talk about it. Silent treatment until one of us talks first.
All of them.
I feel like it depends on the day, right?
All of them. I mean, I can think of moments where it has been all of them in that sequence.
Well, then the we rarely fight thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't match. But like quick to.
I feel like we're really quick to resolve it. We don't
And
like
then
hold
if
on to it.
that goes crazy, then we have to give each other space.
Right.
And sometimes space turns into the silent treatment if nobody budges. You two typically spend your weekends doing what? Closing business deals? Not that kind of business time.
Oh, I thought that's what it meant. No? Oh, they're talking about like transactional business deals.
I think so. I think they're talking about like couples who work together, I guess. They want to actually.
Is that a thing? People actually work with their spouse? That'd be crazy.
Whatever. Cuddled up on the couch.
Yes.
We both do our own thing with our friends separately.
Yes.
Or going for a hike.
I feel like that's your dream, is to go for a hike every
Yes, that would
weekend.
be my dream, to actually get off the couch. But I think we usually
It's couch time.
spend.
Yeah, it's true.
That's embarrassing. Okay, what's your favorite thing to eat together? Mexican, pizza, burger and fries, or Asian takeout?
Probably Mexican food. I mean, we like all that stuff.
I mean, I love Mexican food, but I think like when we go out to eat,
It's usually
it's
like Red Robin.
burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, burger and fries.
Yeah, for sure.
When you see couples kissing in public, what do you think? PDA is fine, just depends on the time and place. We kiss all the time in public. Doesn't bother me. People should do what they want. Or I'm all for it. Love rules.
Well, I think nowadays it depends on the couple.
Yeah.
I mean,
PDA is fine. It just
Yeah.
depends on the time and place.
Yeah, right.
Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve in your relationship? Dividing up the household chores. Yep. Don't even need to read anymore. My significant other is bad about answering the phone. Trying to figure out who is going to drive when we go somewhere. That's never a question. You do the driving. I am the passenger princess. Never being able to agree where we're going to eat.
I would say of late it's the household chores.
Of late, of the last 25 years, yeah.
Well,
you're right.
you know, I mean, it's
Of
a
late.
small span of time, really, when you think about it, of late.
How often do you two see each other? As often as our busy schedules will allow it. We live together 2 to 3 times a week, every weekend. We live together. Which of these TV couples are your favorite? You're probably not going to know some of these. Actually, I think I'm not going to know one and you're not going to know one, and the other two we both know. So Meredith Grey and Derek Shepherd from Grey's Anatomy.
I know them.
Oh, good. Then you know all of them. Randall and Beth Pearson from This Is Us. Monica Geller and Chandler Bing from Friends. Or Jim Halpert and Pam Beasley from The Office.
You don't know them.
I don't know them. I don't even know if I said their name right.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. I knew all of those.
Yeah, so I said if you knew Grey's, then you
Yeah.
know. I would say Monica and Chandler from Friends is the most like us.
Well, because I'm Chandler. Can I be any more ridiculous? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I think, is that what he says?
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't even sure I got the line right. And you're definitely Monica, because Monica is, if I
What are you
remember
gonna say?
Friends,
Be careful.
I'm being
nice.
very delicate here. She's such a clean freak, right?
She did like things organized, but she had her closet. She had the closet.
Well,
Nobody got into the closet.
I don't remember that.
Do you two have pet names for each other, and what are they? Baby or babe, honey, love, or poo? Poo, if you ever call me poo, that will be the last thing you do.
So let's talk about that, because Elizabeth has for years, ever since we started dating, has been called by her family as Beth, always. And you didn't even know where
That's
it started.
not a pet name. That's a nickname.
Well, I know that, but I was just thinking, like, when, a couple of years ago we were talking about names and stuff, and I said I wanted to start calling her Izzy or Lizzie or any of those things, and it just never stuck. So just saying. I know it's a nickname per se, but pet name, nickname, it could kind of be synonymous maybe.
Yeah, I always call you honey. Sometimes I'll call you babe, but...
Yeah, I usually say honey too.
What's something you and your significant other get in arguments about? Family-related issues, household chores, money, or politics?
Well, it's always politics, right?
Yeah, we totally don't agree on politics.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely household chores.
Yeah, never money. We don't fight about money.
How many kids do you see yourself having together? Well,
I
I'm going to
was
say
thinking
one.
I don't know. How do you feel about one?
Yeah, let's
All
say
right,
one.
stick with one.
Christmas is coming, so how do you usually celebrate? Have both our families over, switch every year, just the two of us, or go to a friend's house?
I don't think we've ever had just the two of us.
No. We're just going to say have both of our families because
Yeah.
we do. What word would you use to describe your significant other? Loving, selfless, respectful, or kind?
Selfless.
I would say loving for you.
Yeah. I was going to say that for you, but then they threw out selfless, and I was like, no, that's still you to a T.
Do you two like to go to the gym together?
I like to go to the gym all the time. I drive by it all the
Okay,
time.
these are the answers. Yes, we do go together, but do separate workouts.
Yeah.
Yes, it's our favorite thing to do together. Work out? Yeah, we don't do that. Or no, we prefer to go separate. No, you don't go.
I don't go.
So,
Yeah. I know a guy named Jim, but that's about it.
I mean, sometimes you go and we do separate workouts, though. You
Yeah.
don't work out. You don't like doing the same thing as me. So
I
I'll
don't.
put we go, but do separate workouts because it's
Yeah.
the closest, I guess.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about your significant other? Hair, eyes, arms, or legs?
The thing I like is not listed.
Okay, out of those options.
Oh, eyes probably. I mean, hands are a close second, so I'm going to stick with eyes.
Hands, did you say?
Yeah.
That's
hands.
not one of the
Oh,
options.
it wasn't either? Wow. I
It was
misheard that question.
hair,
Hair.
eyes, arms, or legs.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with eyes.
I think I don't know. I like your hair. If you lost it, you'd still have your arms. So I'll go with arms. How long have you been together? A million years. Over 3 years is the option. Over 3 years, 1 year, less than a year, 2 years.
Oh,
When did you?
that's it?
That's it. So
That's
over
all you
3
got?
years. Yeah. So after 3 years, they think that you're just an old married couple, I guess.
Wow.
When did you know you were in love? When he flew out to see me for the first time, the first moment we locked eyes, after our third date, or after he made me dinner at his apartment?
Well, I did make you dinner.
Yes, I'm going to
At
say that,
our
but what would
apartment.
you'd say the first moment we locked eyes?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's true. That would be it. You are correct, ma'am.
You're a liar.
I'm not. I am not
Or
a
you
liar.
just feel things a lot. What do people say about your relationship? They are totally goals. They are so in love. Ah, they're so cute together. They have the best relationship.
They're totally goals. What-
Yeah, I don't know what that
what
means.
does that mean?
It's probably lingo kids say these days. We could ask our daughter if she was here, but she's not. Okay, I guess I would say I don't think people say they have the best relationship, but I think they think that we have a good relationship. Wouldn't you say? No? Yes? Maybe?
Yeah, no, I think we have a great relationship.
Do you think other people think we have?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
People have told me that.
How often do you talk during the day? Usually twice a day, 3 to 4 times a day, once a day. Just depends on what's going on.
Just depends on what's going on.
What's the longest you've gone without seeing each other? 2 months, a few days, 1 month, a few weeks.
Few weeks.
When?
When I was in Utah.
You were gone for a few weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah, remember?
That's not a few weeks.
A few is 2.
A few is 3 or more. A couple is 2.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I think of a few being like 2.
So if
I
you
want
saw
a
2
few-
cats, you'd be like, there's a few cats
Yeah,
over
I
there.
would.
You wouldn't.
Pair of cats.
You would not. Yeah, you would not say a few unless there was more.
Whatever. I was just, all right, fine.
Okay, I'm going to say a few days.
A few days? It's been, all right, whatever. I was going to say it's been,
Well, a few days is 3 or more. So.
all right, few days then.
Okay. Your birthday is coming up. So what are you expecting to get from your significant other? A plane ticket for a weekend getaway, jewelry, gift card, a new bike.
Totally a new bike. So I
Not
can
what you
ride to the
want.
gym on my new bike.
Gift card.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you met each other's parents yet?
I wish I had.
What?
I mean, they're amazing.
That's not nice. Okay, let's see. What would you love to win 2 tickets to? Comedy show, private
2
movie,
tickets to paradise.
sporting event, private movie screening, or concert.
Sporting event.
What dessert do you love to eat together? Ice cream, cheesecake, cookies, or pie?
All of it. Ice cream.
Okay, you got dun 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 dun.
Results
The
time.
power
Here we go.
couple.
We are a power couple.
You two are the couple that everyone says are goals. Hashtag goals, sorry. Everything about your relationship embodies a power couple, and it's truly admirable. You both have your own successful careers, but know how to still make each other a priority. There's no question about the love you two have for each other because everyone can see it.
I don't even know what to say to that. Do you agree with the assessment?
Yeah, we're definitely a power couple.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It was kind of silly, but
It was silly. Silly is good though, right?
yeah, it's good.
So, all right, my turn to ask a question or 7.
You can ask what you want, but I already told you I don't like talking about myself.
I know.
So that's why I was asking.
I know. But I'm going to give you one opportunity right now. Here it is, open mic. You can ask me anything you want, and I will not take this out. And I will answer it honestly. Do you have anything you want to ask?
Do you really think it's a good idea to get another dog?
Ha! There it is. Back to this dog. All right. So background. Let's bring in.
Honestly.
Yes. Let's bring in the background. We have a dog that we have had for 15 years, if not longer, right?
No, it's been like 13. Adia was like 2.
So 2. Okay. So 13-ish years that we've had this dog. The dog's name is Coda, Cota, in case you're wondering the spelling. And Coda is a Jack Russell Terrier, but not the traditional.
He's like a rat terrier.
He's like a rat terrier. He's not hyper unless he's been outside for a long time or locked inside for a long time. Then he'll be a little hyper, but he's getting older. He is hard of hearing. I'm noticing more and more.
Nobody takes care of this dog. His water dish is always empty. I'm constantly having to fill it up.
Remind
His
even
food
gently.
Is always empty.
Yeah.
I'm always having to fill it up.
Or remind gently.
When he makes a mess, nobody wants to clean it up. Everybody's mad about it.
Yep. That is true.
Nobody cleans up. Nobody wants to pick up the dog poop outside.
Nope. It's true also. So in light of that, we have some friends, the very near and dear friends you already heard of mentioned, our good friend Nick and his wife Christy. They have friends that they own, they don't own, but they know like half of the town that we live in as far as people go. They grew up here. They know all these people in there. So they're very well vetted and connected, if you will. And their name just carries a lot of excitement. People know who their name is. Anyway, so with that being said, I was at the movies on Saturday watching the movie Covenant, by the way, which is a fantastic movie. I highly recommend it. Jake Gyllenhaal did exceptionally well in this movie. But as I'm watching this movie, I get a text from Christy, Nick's wife, and it's a dog. And it is a Rottweiler Black Lab mix. And the dog is absolutely amazing to look at. And so, of course, I send this photo of the dog to Elizabeth, and she immediately is like, no dog. Nope, not happening. And so then I send it to Adia to try to, kind of woo or gain favor, Team Neil support. She immediately is in love with this dog, wants to go rescue this dog. Well, rescue it, like bring it home.
It doesn't need to be rescued. It
does.
Very
it's fine.
Fat and happy.
It needs to be saved. It is in a very rough situation. So anyway, now there's been this great debate of the dog. So now you know kind of the background story.
So you didn't
of the
answer
dog.
my question.
As much as I want a new dog, I know in my heart of hearts it's not a good idea. That's all you had? You just wanted to ask the dog question?
I mean, if I can get it on record that you also don't think we should get it, then
not yet. You have this to go back to.
I have this to go back
that
to.
you'll never listen to. No. Okay.
I listen to every other show.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to listen to the one that my voice is on.
Yeah, I hear you. I just want to say also on record that I'm very grateful and excited that you did this and that you brought your own content. You brought your own quizzes. They were fun. They were exciting. Hopefully others will maybe take them, but they were fun. All right. So Senseless, we end the show with, do you want to promote a book or anything, or do you want to have people to go to your website or follow you on TikTok?
No, don't follow me.
Don't follow you on TikTok.
It's only stalkers follow people.
That's true. All right, so here we go. Senseless is this. First one is this, but we were changing it next week. So this is it. This is the last we're going to do. I think I'm going to do it every season. Is change the senseless questions. Next week's going to be awesome because they're really good. I think they're better than they've ever been personally. I'm excited about them. So anyway, before we get to next week, we got to finish up this week. So here we are. Question number 1 is this. What is something you've seen that made you laugh, smile, and cry?
Our daughter.
Doing what?
Just being born.
Yeah.
Just being a baby. She was so cute. And, when new babies, you look at them and they yawn and you just think it's the cutest little thing you've ever seen. Now she yawns and I put my finger in her mouth.
I was always afraid she was going to bite me if I did that. So
She will. She will.
nowadays, she definitely would. Something that made me laugh, smile, and cry recently.
Recently?
Well, I mean, I was just thinking recently because you went way back and I was just thinking recently. I mean, I'm sure it's like
TikTok.
a movie. TikTok.
I should have said TikTok. I changed my answer. It's TikTok.
It's TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, there's things on those reels that people are putting out that I'm sure I'm laughing at, crying at, smiling at.
I know. I was watching one the other day that was this guy that he was trying to get a scammer, like, those like people that call from whatever third world. I think he was from like Africa or something, or India or something.
Never India. They're never from India.
Well, he was like from over there.
India's big in our show demographic. So
okay,
Same.
well.
Anyways,
he was from somewhere, and he was trying to, or he thought this guy was trying to scam him, and he was like, hey, whatever he wanted. I don't even remember what he wanted. But the guy started to engage in a conversation with him, trying to like kind of trap him. And then he ended up like taking it a step further, and asking the guy, well, if you have pictures that you can send me of, the sunset where you're at or whatever, maybe I can try to sell those for you and get you money. And so he sent him pictures, which are terrible pictures. And then it ended up being this like relationship that he formed with this guy. He sent him like a camera, and the guy sent him pictures back, and he ended up selling all these books, and he ended up giving the guy $500, and he said, but you have to use it on, like, you have to give it away to charity. You can't keep it for yourself. Well, he did. He wasn't a scammer, but maybe he was to start out with, but he ended up giving away all this stuff, and it was just such a heartwarming story, and I'm like crying as I'm watching it.
You were crying over a TikTok video?
Yeah. Well, it made me teary-eyed.
She's not a
Maybe
crier. That's why I'm
full
making fun of her a
tears.
little bit. So this leads into number 2. This is who has touched your life, and where have you felt the impact?
Who has touched my life? New Beginnings Church as a whole.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. The men's group specifically for me. Yeah. There's just such an amazing, group of guys over there that I never thought I would need or want in my life.
And how come I have to talk you into going?
Well, because I still suffer and struggle with being seen, I think is really what it is. So it's more my struggle than their struggle. I do like going. Once I go, I usually do like going. What is a smell that when you get a whiff of it, you have to smell more of it?
I diffuse peppermint all the time.
So I've been diffusing peppermint and orange.
I'm not really a fan of the citrusy. It's confusing to my senses. I don't like the citrusy.
Natasha told me to do it.
Yeah, I know it's a thing
she
people
said
do, but
it'll raise my productivity. I don't believe it. It hasn't helped. It does make me feel like more awake, more alert. She did say that too. So, all right. When you hear this sound, I'm not going to play it, but when you hear a sound, this specific sound, it always makes you smile.
Baby's laughter.
Yeah.
You can't not smile when you hear baby laughing.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, I would probably say that one too. I'm copying your answering. I'm just dittoing all your answers. What is something you taste that you always seem to get a reaction to?
I love Mexican food.
I was going to say Chipotle. The flavor,
not the restaurant.
Not the restaurant, but yeah. I love Chipotle. It's my favorite taste. And coffee. I love coffee too. Good coffee. All right, last one is this. One person you would love to spend the weekend with, and what would you do? Who's the person, one person, and what would you go and do? Well, I was going to say my granny. Of late, you mentioned counseling. One thing that I've discovered in counseling is how much I realized in that counseling experience or that counseling time, how much my granny really played a part in my life, how much she was a key role in my life. And so, counseling really flushed that out. And so I think I would love to spend the weekend with her one more time in the present of where I am now. Kind of makes me think of the shack, not obviously God coming down and being in the cabin per se, and Jesus and the Holy Spirit, but maybe her in her old house would be fun. Like a shack kind of thing, but in her house, if you follow me in that logic, because somebody's living there. It's not like we could kick the guy out for the weekend and be like, hey, bro, get to stepping, you're done. It would be fun to go back in time and, have some chocolate cake and go to Mingus Park and feed the ducks again. That'd be fun. You couldn't come, though, in my little story because, nobody else gets to go.
Am I allowed to pick you?
I don't.
Because I would pick you and we would go somewhere warm with a beach.
It's only
tropical.
a weekend, though.
It's okay. We'll take the magic carpet, so we'll get there.
There's like a 3-hour layover, though. It's a Kevin James joke. I would be there in 7 hours. Was there a layover in Kansas City? It's one of my favorite Kevin James jokes. As we wrap up, as I said, wrapping up season 13 here, you want to challenge future guests because we've had some great guests. We've had, the Rebecca Benders of the world. That's one of your favorites. We had Dan Gregory. It's one of your favorites too. You told me. For future guests that may hear this episode, because when I now promote the show even more, I'm going to say, go listen to this episode because you're going to get the silent you being the silent partner.
Yeah, don't tell them to listen to this episode because it's not like any of your other ones, so they won't get a good feel for your show.
Right, they won't, but they will get to know you, which again, being the silent partner. But you love a show. You feel challenged by a show when a guest really shares their what?
Their story. I like to hear like what's happened in their life that, made them the way they are or affected them, in a way.
Because when they come on and they just want to just preach or not really tell a story, you don't really feel like that's as effective for you as a listener.
Right.
I just want to say I love you and I appreciate you doing this.
I love you too.
You're going to listen to next week's show. Do you want a hint of what it is?
Sure.
It's a guy who wrote a book called UFO God.
That should be interesting.
And you know where he's from?
Arizona?
Wow. No. North Carolina. Hello. Come on. It's fun. All the great people come from North Carolina. Just saying. That was fun, wasn't it? A little fun with my wife, a little quiz time. Maybe that's what we should call it. The footprints of quizzing or the quiz prints. That seems fun. Quiz prints. Everybody be like, what? What is a quiz print? Well, here's what I'm going to ask you as we wrap up season 13, heading into 14. Been a great last couple of years. Really excited with the guests that we've had, really excited about where the show is heading. I want to say this, the footprints in your life, what are they still? Have you thought back over these last 17, 18 weeks or so? The amazing footprints that have been left in your life. I told a story a while back, and I'll kind of revisit it again just to recap it one more time. I met my 8th grade math teacher, and I poured into him and shared with him this amazing man that he was, that he left this mark, this imprint, this footprint moment in my life. Loved when no one else really wanted to love, cared when no one else really wanted to care. And it's been about a year now since this has happened. In that process, I still remember the moment where he did not recognize me. And it's so heartbreaking, and I still can put myself back in that moment of not being recognized and not being seen. And maybe that leads us into next week, is that next week we're going to be starting a new season, and the new season is going to be called The Mask. And so right now, think about that as we kind of make that slow climb into next season. Maybe it's time to reveal and unveil and take off that mask that you've been wearing and really be seen and really be heard. Because as I mentioned, there's going to be some amazing guests that come on that have that exact moment, that exact story. And if that's you and you'd like to reveal your story and share your story and stop hiding behind it, reach out. Let me know. opspodcast.com is a great place to let me know. That is the website, home base, as I've often heard it said. You can also let us know on the socials, OPS Podcast Show under Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and even on TikTok. We're at OPS Podcast Show. Good stuff. Fun times, great times. But before I let you go, don't forget this. Don't ever forget. Remember, so important to remember. Remember, when you walk in other people's shoes, you really do get a different perspective on life. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned till next week when we walk in other people's shoes.